We Christians are not committing a no true Scotsman fallacy when we note Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, and even some progressive Christians are not really Christians. No true Scotsman is an ad hoc rescue of one's generalization, in which the reasoner recharacterizes the situation solely in order to escape refutation of the generalization. To better explain what that means, we can look at the original example that Anthony Flew came up with when he coined the fallacy. No Scotsman puts sugar on his porridge, but my Uncle Angus is a Scotsman and he puts sugar on his porridge, but no true Scotsman puts sugar on his porridge. As you can see, for the first person, what makes someone a true Scotsman is some arbitrary or ad hoc reason that really has nothing to do with being a Scotsman. And this is not what we Christians are doing when we note someone like a Mormon is not really a Christian, because we're not dismissing their claim to be a Christian from an arbitrary reason, but from a meaningful reason. Words have to have a coherent meaning, and we Christians are allowed to define the boundaries of our own belief system and what we mean by the term Christian, which we use to describe ourselves. A Christian is someone who holds to orthodox beliefs and doctrines, the faith that was handed down from the apostles and what is taught in Scripture. If you reject an essential doctrine, like the Trinity or the physical resurrection of Jesus, you're rejecting an essential aspect of what it is to be a Christian. Therefore, we will not accept that you're a Christian. Notice we're not rejecting someone's claim to be a Christian from an arbitrary aspect, but a meaningful aspect. Therefore, we're not committing the no true Scotsman fallacy. A Christian would commit this fallacy if they dismiss someone's claim to be a Christian from a non-essential reason. For example, if someone said all Christians only pray on their knees, and I replied, I don't always pray on my knees, sometimes I pray standing, and they replied, all true Christians only pray on their knees. Notice they've dismissed my claim to be a Christian for a non-essential reason. There's no Christian doctrine that says we have to be on our knees if we're going to pray. But to meaningfully be a Christian, you have to fit the definition of a Christian, and that means you have to accept essential core doctrines. These are not arbitrary boundaries. As the philosopher Aeon Scobble says, say Bob claims to be a Christian, but frequently lies and betrays and kills. When asked, he reports that he does not believe in the divinity of Jesus, or even in God at all. So if Sam said, I dislike Christians, that Bob guy is just awful, and you replied, look, Bob just is not a Christian, so you're mistaken to dislike Christianity because you don't like Bob, would you be committing no true Scotsman fallacy? I think the answer is no. You are correct. Bob, despite calling himself Christian, is not one, and Sam is wrong to both take Bob as a representative of Christianity and to dislike Christians on that basis. In conclusion, you just can't accuse a Christian of committing the no true Scotsman fallacy when we point out someone like a Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness is not really a Christian. You first need to hear our reason and see if it's an arbitrary reason or a meaningful reason. If we have a meaningful reason, we've committed no fallacy.